It may seem a little odd to hear this today, but your hands in this golf swing are more of a byproduct in the motion. Yes, they act, they do some things, but we are not trying to manipulate the golf club with the hands. We're not trying to put the golf club in a position with the hands. The hands end up being a tool of your body in the swing. And I'm speaking generically. This is not for every single thing in this game, but as you're learning and growing in this game, this is the best way to think about it. Think about it like kicking a ball. If we were going to kick a ball, what does your foot do? Well, your foot basically goes along for the ride in some senses. Your abdominal muscles and your leg are making all this happen. Okay, boom, to kick the ball. Now, if you try to kick a ball a short distance, your foot is going to react softly. If you're trying to kick a ball a greater distance, now your foot is going to react in kind because it knows there's more force going on here. We're going to be a bit more firm, for the lack of a better word. The hands work similarly in your golf swing. We're trying to move your body. The arms and hands end up being byproducts of this. They're swinging on short swings, they're small swings. Your hands might be fairly supple, great word, supple. On a larger swing, or with the larger, or maybe you want to swing a bit more harder, what have you, then your hands are going to firm up a little bit as you make that motion and the hands come through the ball and at the target. The point of this whole thing is that your hands should not be manipulators or guiding forces, as it were, in your golf swing. We want to let your arms and hands swing. We want to have your body move in such a way that your arms and hands are free to swing. Okay? So, once again, ball toward the target, golf club toward the target, body toward the target. Here's what I want you to do. We're going to crisscross your arms and put your hands on your shoulders, simply because we don't want them helping as we use this exercise. Okay? So, hands are on your shoulders. And although this is not our primary topic of the day, we're going to include the backswing motion at the beginning of the swing because it all becomes one piece. So from here, right-handed player, you're just going to rotate the shoulders until your left shoulder is under your chin. And you're going to be taking a look at your golf ball. I mean, you don't have to right now because there's no ball there, or there could be, but we're hitting it anyway. But we're going to rotate the upper body, the shoulders rotate until the left shoulder is near, to being underneath your chin. All right? Here's our goal for the day. This is the important part for the day, is that from here, we're going to rotate the opposite direction until your hips and shoulders are actually square and facing your target. So we rotate back and rotate through until we're square. See, because now your arms and hands are free to swing in line. All right? If I rotate in the golf swing and my shoulders and hips don't make it, I have a problem because my arms want to go this way. And the only way to make this work is the arms and hands have to try to pull across to get the ball to go where you want it to go. That's not going to work long term for a fundamentally sound or foundationally sound golf swing. It's going to be easy on your body and long with distance and good with energy. We need to get your body square to the target, right in line. Okay, so hips and shoulders are going to end up square. Hips, shoulders, square to your target. God. So, one thing that's very important to point out at this juncture is what most people do as they swing is it ends up being a lot of upper body, like this. Okay, and you can see with my lower body, there's not a whole lot of motion down here. And that's what happens with a lot of golf swings. They look kind of like this. How am I doing? We need to allow your lower body to pivot and rotate in order to make this happen. It'd be like trying to throw a ball. If I try to throw a ball toward my target, what would happen if my legs don't move? That's it. I'm in trouble. I'm throwing a ball from my park bench, and that's no good. We need to allow your right knee and your right foot to pivot up on the toe. So when you get done with your golf swing, this right foot should be essentially up on the toe. The right knees come up alongside your left, and that's what allows the hips to square up. Without it, we're stuck. we're in trouble. And now we're throwing a ball from a park bench. So here we go. Crisscross the arms, put your hands on your shoulders, rotate the chest back, rotate the shoulder back. Arms are free to swing back here. It's more for another day, but that's the point. And from right here, we just take the hips and legs and rotate the opposite direction until the hips are actually square and facing the target, and that right foot is up on the toe and the right knee is up alongside the left. This position may take you some time to become comfortable with this and to become balanced with this. That's okay. Take all the time you need. Sometimes people feel like they're going to fall over when they start this because they're rotating over to one leg. But again, if you have physical limitations, I get it. And that's not a negative, of course. It's just that we want to get as close to that as we can. If you're in good physical health, rotate all the way. Get those hips square to the target, because that's what's going to get your golf club in your arms and your hands swinging in that direction. All right? So here we go. Crisscross the arms. Put your hands on your shoulders. Left shoulder and chest back until the weight of the body is over that right side, and you've got the shoulder underneath your chin. And from there, you rotate through, and now the weight of the body is on the left side. And here you are. Back and through. You're going to start to develop a certain amount of rhythm with this. As you rotate back, you don't have to think about it. Your body rotates and the weight of the body goes to the right side. Important at this point to point something out. I get asked this a lot. As you rotate back in the swing, okay, here we go. Does my left heel come off the ground? Maybe. Political answer. Politician's answer. It could. Maybe yes, maybe no. Here's the thing. Everyone's got different flexibility. If you watch some tour players or average good, or amateur that are good players, as they rotate back, you're going to see that left foot come a lot off the ground. Others can rotate back in the swing and the foot barely moves at all. So should it lift off the ground or should it stay on the ground? That is up to your style and your anatomy. The important thing is that you should be able to make a full rotation back. So if it moves a little, fine. If it doesn't move, fine. You just want to rotate back. You're going to feel the weight of the body on that right side, and then you're going to rotate through the other side to allow that right foot and that right knee to come and pivot up onto the toe, okay? With a golf club, it looks like this, okay? We're going to rotate back. Golf clubs move back. We're going to rotate forward. The golf club swings through the ball, and now you're facing your target. And this position should be very secure and very steady. Rotate back, rotate through. Okay? And initially, I wouldn't even worry about a ball. I would just keep the ball in your pocket and just make swings and just become more comfortable. And your goal out of every time you make these motions is to hold your finished position secure and steady. You'll hear me say that a lot. Hold your finished position. Hold your finished position. And they go, well, gee, why? The golf ball's gone. The golf ball may be gone, but that position that you're in is evidence of what's happened before. If we're able to hold a good finished position, okay, that is evidence that you've been in good position and in good balance throughout the motion. It isn't like you're going to be in all these odd positions and then pop up to a perfect one at the end. So in the efforts of us trying to get to a good position at the end of the golf swing, both positionally and in balance, you have to be in a lot of good positions in order to do that. Now, you don't have to catalog them or consider them as you're making the swing. Your body will know what it has to do as you're trying to achieve this position. It's part of why it's so important to think and focus on that finish, because your brain and your body are going to know what they need to do to be able to get you to that position and hold it, okay? Now, you may not be able to hold it initially, and that's okay. Just keep swinging until you can. And this is why, again, for most people, I would encourage them just to continue to do this without a ball. Because once we put a golf ball down there, that presents a certain amount of anxiety. Oh my gosh, now I've got a ball. What's going to happen? We don't want to get any graffiti in your concrete or cracks in your concrete. Just take your time, make good golf swings. Let the rhythm of this, is your own. Just develop that rhythm, get to a good finish position, because then once you become comfortable with that, sure, go ahead. put 5 or 10 golf balls in front of you and hit them, trying to finish in the same good position, okay? Then set the golf club down and go through the exercise again. Back and through. This is just affectionately known as the crisscross exercise. Back and through. Do that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, what have you. Then pick up your golf club, grip your golf club correctly, which is a whole nother video, but we'll talk about grip as well in another video. Okay, and from right here, we rotate back and we rotate through. And you're gonna hold that finished position. Just pretend there's a movie playing in the background with you got popcorn and a soda or whatever you get the movie. You're just hanging out. You should be able to like hold a conversation from this position. That's how comfortable we want this to be. So body motions are the basis for good swings. Without body motions, all that's left are your arms and hands trying to hit it. You know, that doesn't really work. Okay, we're gonna try to move our body, teach our body how to move so it can support good arm, hand, and golf club positions. And the first order of business in teaching and learning this is teaching your body how to rotate towards your target.